Building an e-commerce store has never been easier thanks to platforms like Shopify or Squarespace. But the question is, which one of these is better? In today's video, I'll be reviewing both Shopify and Squarespace to figure out exactly which platform is the best when it comes to building an online e-commerce store. We'll be looking at everything from their pricing plans to their features to even unique tools that are available only on these specific platforms. By the end of this video, you'll have a super clear idea of which of these builders is right for you. And if you want to get access to the best possible deals on this channel, make sure to use the links down in the description below when getting started with either Shopify or Squarespace. When you use our link for Shopify, you'll be taken to a page that looks like this. You'll basically be getting your first month with Shopify for only $1, which is an amazing deal given the fact that this is normally a $30, $50, $60, $70 to almost $100 a month service. All you simply have to do is enter in your email address and you can start your free trial immediately. When it comes to getting started with Squarespace, one of the best ways you can do that while also getting an amazing discount is by using the link down in the description of this video. When you click that link, you'll be brought to a page that looks like this, and you'll simply hit the Get Started button. Once you've hit the Get Started button, it'll ask you to tell you a little bit of information about what you're trying to build and the website you're trying to create. Once you've given them a little bit of the details about what the website you're trying to create, you can hit the next button, but for this case, we're just going to hit the skip button. As you can see, it's also going to ask us what some of our goals are. We can simply hit the skip button for this as well. Now it's either going to ask us if we want to start from a template or use their AI website editor, and for the sake of this video, we're only going to start with a template. All you simply have to do is click the template option and hit the finish button to get to the next step. Once you get to the next step, you'll simply be on this page where you can pick from the templates that they have at your disposal. Any of these templates will do, and for the sake of this video, I'm just going to choose this one. You can then edit the design slightly and hit start with this design. Once you do that, you'll then be asked to create an account, and this is where you'll get access to that discount I talked about in the beginning. All you simply want to do is click one of these options. For this instance, I'm going to use my email. I'll then enter in my first name, my last name, and my email address, and then create a simple password. Once I've done all of this, I can hit the continue button and it will take me into my account. Now, when it comes to getting started with Squarespace, the best possible way to get the best possible discount is by using the link down in the description below. Once you've filled out all the necessary information, you'll get brought to a page that looks like this, which is basically Squarespace's website editor. Now, please keep in mind that you are going to be on a 14-day free trial. What this means is that you don't have to pay for 14 days, but after those 14 days are up, you will start getting charged for the subscription. Now, in order to get the best possible deal for this subscription, you're going to want to follow along with the steps I'm about to show you. The first thing you can do is head down here to the bottom where it says your trial ends in 14 days. Upgrade now to get the most out of your site. You can either hit the subscribe button here or head over to the settings option and go into your billing. Once you're in the settings option, you can hit the billing option here and then head over to subscriptions. Once you're in the subscriptions tab, you can then hit the trial subscriptions where it says website. After I've done that, I'm then going to hit the subscribe button. This will then take me to the payment plan page where I can pick which plan I want to go with. Each of these plans have different features, and when it comes to building an e-commerce website, again, each of these are going to have different benefits and drawbacks. For the sake of this video, I'm going to choose the most popular plan, which is the business plan. I'm going to select this, and then it will ask me what is my billing cycle. Do I want to pay annually or monthly? You are going to save about 36% paying annually, so we always recommend going with this option. Once I've selected this, I'm then going to hit the confirm selection option. I'll then enter in my billing address with a little bit of personal details, and then I'm going to hit save and continue. Once we're on the payment option feature, I then can enter in my card hold information and get all of my payment details on. Once I've done all of that, I'll then be taken to the review page where then I can enter in my code, which is going to be my first website, all capitals, no spaces, in order to get 10% off of the original plan that I choose. This is already an amazing deal in the first place, and it gives you access to that much more of a benefit when you're checking out with Squarespace. And once you've done all of that, you should be ready to go. Other than that though, let's talk about these two platforms and get into this comparison. First things first, we'll start off with Shopify. Shopify is known for its e-commerce building technology and capabilities. It's a platform that's become increasingly popular in the last decade and has garnered a ton of users and a ton of respect from the e-commerce community. When we look at the overall features, Shopify is not shy when it comes to having a ton of useful tools that you can utilize as an online entrepreneur. One of the things they're arguably the most famous for is their online store editor. Given the fact that they give you hundreds of different templates to choose from, there's almost no reason why you can't get started as quickly as possible on Shopify. Not only that, but going back to the store editor feature, you're literally able to drag and drop most of the elements on Shopify Store Builder directly into your website, meaning there's no issues or problems that you have to face when it comes to the complicated website builders that are on the market. Shopify is intuitive, easy to use, and most importantly, it's user-friendly, meaning that everything makes sense for where it is and everything makes sense on how it works given someone who's never used a website builder before. Shopify also makes use of an incredibly high converting checkout system. You can build your checkouts to be super customizable and have super useful tools, things like bump offers and discount discount codes and bundles. Not to mention, Shopify has a fully featured plugin store with thousands of different plugins to choose from. These plugins are extremely useful, and almost every single successful Shopify store has at least 5 to 6 of these plugins on their website. And to top it all off, if you're not even an e-commerce store in the first place and you're doing brick and mortar work, they even have point of sale systems that you can implement straight into your business, meaning that you literally can get started selling in person with iPads, payment processors, and anything that you would need in a brick and mortar environment. Shopify also has its own fully functioning fulfillment network, so that way you never have to worry about getting fulfillment handled from a third party. Everything is within Shopify's already existing ecosystem, making it so much easier to use. Plus, Shopify makes it easy to see a ton of different analytics for your website or online store in a snap of a finger. You can literally see things like customer lifetime value, active users, different parts of revenue that you're making, products that are selling, and a host of other information that you would absolutely need to know as a business owner. Shopify also makes use of incredibly flexible payment options, meaning that you never have to worry about having customers who can't afford your product. There's always options for things like Shop Pay, payment features, payment installments, plans, and a host of other payment options. Now that we've covered a good amount of Shopify's features, let's get into price. When it comes to pricing, there's a ton of different options, but again, when you use our link down in the description below, you'll get access to your first month of Shopify for only $1. That being said, once that $1 is up, let's take a look at some of these other plans that you have at your disposal. Now, if we look at a monthly basis versus a yearly basis, these tiers are obviously priced at different rates. Please keep that in mind. The yearly plan is 25% cheaper than the monthly plan, which could be a nice benefit if you're planning on having your Shopify store for the foreseeable future. When we look at the monthly plan, as you can see, for the basic option, we're looking at $39 a month. And for the card rates, we're looking at some pretty steep rates at about 2.9%, 2.6%, and 2% for all third-party payment providers. Some of the features that the basic comes with are things like 70% shipping discounts, 10 inventory locations, 24/7 chat support, localized global selling, and of course their POS system, which has a light version that you'll be getting with the basic option. For the second option, we'll be looking at the self-titled Shopify option, which is about $105 a month, and you're getting a little bit of those reduced card rates as well. One of the standout features with this is that you're getting an 88% shipping discount, plus 10 inventory locations, 24/7 chat support, localized global selling in 3 different markets, and 5 additional staff accounts, plus their POS system, the light version as well. When we hop up to the advanced category, we're looking at $399 in total for the overall price here. Plus, again, those card rates are steadily declining, and we're looking at, again, 88% shipping discount and pretty much most of the same features we're getting from the Shopify plan. However, we are getting a lot more team functionality with the advanced option, things like 15 additional staff accounts, 10 checkout capacity, and of course the POS option as well. And if you're a full functioning firm, we even have the plus option, which is $23,000 a month on a 3-year term and has a bunch of benefits if you're a really large, big corporation that's already doing a lot of volume. Now, in general, it seems to me that Shopify has a ton of useful features that can come in super handy if you are a business owner. But the question is, what about its competitor, Squarespace? Squarespace is originally a website builder, but they do have a ton of e-commerce functionality that you can start using to build an online store as soon as possible. Let's cover some of those features and talk about how they stack up compared to Shopify. Now, when it comes to e-commerce, they can do pretty much everything Shopify can with a few minor differences. As you can see here on Squarespace's feature page for their commerce, they can do things like sell products, sell services, sell subscriptions, sell digital content, sell merch, product merchandising, and pretty much sell anything when it comes to having an online price tag. Now, that being said, they do have some specific things that are a little bit more useful than Shopify. They have things like limited availability leads, where you can kind of see availability of certain products that give people an idea of whether or not they need to buy something based on how limited it is. They also have some handy stuff for inventory management, which is pretty significant given the fact that Shopify only really has that at higher pricing tiers. They even have an order status page where you can check in on your order and see what the status of it is. Flexible product variants that allow you to customize and custom tailor that product to the specific category or niche that you're targeting. And as you can see, most of the rest of their features are pretty much what Shopify already has as well. Again, they have things like split payments, afterpay, and payment plans that make the payment process just a lot easier. So at the end of the day, what is the real difference between these two? Now, it seems like for Squarespace, they don't have the same amount of metrics or data available to its users that Shopify makes available to its users. Now, Shopify has a full suite of SEO tools, so you can figure out how often your website or your online store is being accessed, searched, looked for, or what it's ranking on Google. Now, Squarespace does have these tools, but they're a little bit more archaic and not as easy to access. Now, as far as blogging goes, having specific blogs for your online store, Shopify does have some moderation tools, but it seems like Squarespace has much more moderation and editing tools at its disposal. They both do have 24/7 customer support, which is pretty handy if you're someone who needs help with something on the website. Both of these services are going to get back to you in a pretty quick fashion. So at the end of the day, the only real difference could really be seen is the price. Shopify has a ton of different pricing variants at its disposal that you can access depending on where you're at in your business journey, and Squarespace really has a lot of flexible pricing options as well. Now, Squarespace does have the cheaper basic plan, only $16 a month, which is much cheaper than Shopify's $39 a month. And the rest of their plans are pretty affordable and matching around Shopify's monthly plan price as well. Now, again, Squarespace is going to have just the overall cheaper pricing options here, but the real difference here is going to be in features. And at the end of the day, it is going to really matter on where you're at in your own business and your own online store and how you want to run it. If you're looking for more optionality, more features, and just a cleaner, nicer look for your overall online store, Shopify might be the way to go. If you're operating a portfolio website that has a little bit more of a clean, finished edge to it, again, Squarespace might be the better option there. But at the end of the day, it's most important to pick the website that you feel like you'll get the most value out of and the one that fits your specific situation the best. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe button so you never miss a new video that we post to this channel. Make sure to use the links down in the description below to get access to that $1 discount for Shopify and also get the 10% discount for Squarespace. And do remember that those are affiliate links and we do earn a small commission from each sign up. So thank you so much in advance for your support. But other than that, guys, that's all I have for you guys today. I'll see you guys in the next one.